there, my lovely Legionnaires. You will notice we're a little PNG-er than usual.
I mean, I'm always a PNG, especially when I'm editing your videos, but so this is normal for me.
You're so right. So, I want to explain a little bit about what this is. Some of you over on the VOD channel may be confused. This isn't a fucking stream VOD.
No.
I didn't see this live. No. I'm channeling my 2010s roots, and we're gonna Let's Play.
My current roots.
Yeah. So we're gonna do a Let's Play. Mainly, so I decided to do this for a couple of reasons. The main one being that there's only so many stream hours in the day, and I don't want to keep shunting off games I really want to play, and specifically for this series, games my friends really want me to play. So what I have decided to start doing is the games in my library that have been bought by my friends, who my friends are like, you have to play it, I have to be there for it. I'll just record them. We'll just do it. We'll spend quality time together, you and me, and for the internet.
Yeah.
So I get to spend time with my friends I get to write off time with my friends on my texts.
And especially in terms of, like, visual novels can get long. The Ace Attorney series can be lengthy and beefy, and you're sitting there in the court, in the trial sections, and, like, especially if you're only streaming 2 to 3 hours, and you only have the bandwidth for that, especially when you're trying to, like, be entertaining to people, like, actively live, it can be a lot. It can be super fucking draining.
Yeah, I have the capacity to be funny for several hours, but not in front of other people where I have to, like, try.
I mean, this is trying, but there's less pressure.
Yeah. So we're gonna Let's Play some Ace Attorney.
Yeah. Well, we'll probably take breaks in between main games, because I do want to take you through all of them.
Yeah.
And especially with the, as of this recording, the, Investigations duology was announced, and so... I was about to say, I don't want to foreshadow you too hard, because I am excited for this, and I do want to do this, but I know the game I want to take a break with, because I need Avi to shut the fuck up. But... that's for later. Not for now. Yeah.
So now I get to finally learn about Ace Attorney. So I don't know anything. As per most of these, I'm going in completely blind. I joked about this. I know a little bit from an abridged series I watched probably like 10 years ago. And I don't know how much of that was shit they were making up to be funny and how much is true, which says a lot about Ace Attorney.
So I would like to... So, the wonderful thing about Ace Attorney, it's in the same vein as Metal Gear, where it's just batshit and you don't have to exaggerate the jokes that much.
No, so I have no clue. I don't know how exaggerated the bits I saw were. I've no idea.
But we'll get started. We'll be voice acting this.
Oh, of course, naturally. Nugame.
No, you don't want to...
No, I know, I'm just looking.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it's just the first 3.
Tribulations. Alright. Phoenix Wright, Ace Attorney. The first turnabout.
Yep. You get to meet all of the fun characters.
I love this splash art.
Yeah, it's pretty, splash art's pretty great. My one beef is that, like, I much, like, the HD... Well, we'll let this scene play out, then I'll get into my...
Oh no! Damn it! Why me? I can't get caught. Not like this! I gotta find somebody to pin this on! Someone like him. I'll make it look like he did it.
But yeah, to get into my quick little thing, is that, look, I need to let the cutscene play out. So I don't like how they HDified the original trilogy. I vastly prefer how the sprites look in the original games, or at least the DS ports of them, because they kept the sprite work. The Apollo trilogy, and it looks like the Miles Edgeworth duology did a much better job HDifying everything. So,
and
like,
you can switch between.
Yeah, which is very nice. And so... this is just the byproduct of it being the first collection that they put out, so, you know.
That's fine. Boy, am I nervous.
Right.
Cat. Oh, hiya, Chief.
Phew, I'm glad you made it on time.
Oh, hello. Hang on, there's a cat in my lap. There's a cat in my lap.
Well, I have to say, Phoenix, I'm impressed. Not everyone takes on a murder trial right off the bat like this. It says a lot about you, and your client as well.
Thanks? Actually, it's because I owe him a favor.
A favor? You mean you knew the defendant before this case?
Yeah. Actually, I kind of owe my current job to him. He's one of the reasons I became an attorney in the first place.
Well, that's news to me.
I want to help him out any way I can. I really want to help him. I owe him that much. Do you want to do Larry?
Okay. In my life, everything, it's all over! Is that your client screaming over there?
Yeah, it's him.
Death, despair, oh! I'm gonna do it, I'm gonna die!
I'm gonna fucking do it!
Sounds like he wants to die.
Yeah.
Nick!
Hey there, Larry.
Dude, I'm so guilty, tell them I'm guilty! Give me the death sentence, I ain't afraid to die!
What? What's wrong, Larry?
Oh, it's all over. I'm finished. Finished! I can't live in a world without her, I can't! Who took her away from me, Nick? Who did this? Aw, Nick, you gotta tell me, who took my baby away? Behold, the only canonically straight person in this attorney.
The person responsible for your girlfriend's death? The newspapers say it was you. My name is Phoenix Wright. Here's the story. My first case is a fairly simple one. Young woman was killed in her apartment. The guy they arrested was the unlucky sap dating her. Larry Butts. My best friend since grade school. Unironically, this is one of the things that for the longest time I thought the fucking parody I watched made up. I was like, his name's not really. And then I saw it and I'm like, oh no,
just keep going.
Our school had a saying. When something smells, it's usually the butts! Oh, Larry. Oh, Larry, you poor guy.
I mean...
Please tell me that he's just constantly getting framed for dumb bullshit.
Well, no, I mean, he does get into some trouble and get into places where he shouldn't be, but, like, it's Maya in the series that constantly is the one that's getting kidnapped or accused of murder.
In the 23 years I've known him, it's usually been true. Jesus! Fucking roasting this poor man. He's a knack for getting himself in trouble. One thing I can say, though, it's usually not his fault. He just has really terrible luck. But I know better than anyone. He's a good guy at heart. That, and I owe him one, which is why I took the case, to clear his name. And that's just what I'm going to do. Good guy, Phoenix.
He is a very good guy. I can't wait for you to... It's gonna be a while for you to meet Phoenix.
Phoenix.
Is how they refer to him.
The court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Larry Butts. You wanna?
I mean, I guess the prosecution is ready, Your Honor.
The defense is ready, Your Honor. Ahem. Mr. Wright, this is your first trial, is it not? Yes, Your Honor. I'm a little nervous. Your conduct during this trial will decide the fate of your client. Murder's a serious charge. For your client's sake, I hope you can control your nerves. Thank you, Your Honor. Mr. Wright, given the circumstances, I think we should have a test to ascertain your readiness. Yes, Your Honor. Ooh. Hands shaking. Eyesight fading. The test will consist of a few simple questions. Answer them clearly and concisely. Please state the name of the defendant in this case. Maya Fey!
Mia
Fey. The defendant? Well, that's Larry Butts, Your Honor. Correct. Just keep your wits about you and you'll do fine. Next question. This is a murder trial. Tell me, what's the victim's name? Phew, I know this one. Glad I read the case report over cover to cover so many times. It's... Wait. Uh-oh. No? No way. I forgot! I'm drawing a total blank here!
Phoenix, are you absolutely sure you're up to this? You don't even know the victim's name?
Oh, the victim! Oh, of course I know the victim's name! I just forgot, temporarily.
I think I feel a migraine coming on. Girl, same. Look, the victim's name is listed in the court record. Just press bleh anytime to check it, okay?
Okay.
You can...
Cindy.
You can look at it more to...
Wait.
I think you can...
No.
Yeah, you can go to...
Oh, here, yeah. Cindy Stone. Oh, she's pretty. Damn. Okay.
Remember to check it often. Do it for me, please. I'm begging you.
Mr. Wright, who is the victim in this case? It's Cinderblock. The victim's name is Cindy Stone. Correct. Now tell me, what was the cause of death? She died because she was...
you can check the court record.
Oh, but I saw that. She was hit
yeah.
with a blunt object. She was struck once by a blunt object. Correct. Answered all my questions. I see no reason why we shouldn't proceed.
You can check the court record virtually, mostly anytime.
Cool.
So.
Thank you, Your Honor. Because I don't feel relaxed. That's for sure. Well then, there's the question for the prosecution. Mr. Payne?
Yes, Your Honor.
As Mr. Wright just told us, the victim was struck with a blunt object. Would you explain to the court just what that object was?
The murder weapon was the statue of the Thinker. It was found lying on the floor next to the victim.
I see. The court accepts it into evidence. Statue added to the court record.
Right. Be sure to pay attention to any evidence added during the trial. That evidence is the only ammunition you have in court. Use it to check the court record frequently. I would look at it.
Oh, hang on. It's heavy. Thank you, Phoenix. Very good.
The prosecution calls the defendant, Mr. Butts, to the stand.
Chief, what do I do now?
Pay attention. You don't want to miss any information that might help your client's case. You'll get your chance to respond to the prosecution later, so be ready. Let's just hope he doesn't say anything unfortunate.
Oh, Larry gets excited easily. This could be bad. Is my client a perfect man? No. I
killed him, yeah.
Yeah, I killed him, yeah. Did I fuck up?
Mr. Butts, is it not true that the victim you had recently dumped you? Hey, but not you. Yeah, it's me. Hey, watch it, buddy. We are great together. We are Romeo and Juliet, Cleopatra and Mark Antony.
Didn't they all die? That's the first thing I thought. I was like, didn't, Juliet dies in both of those stories. She kills herself in both of them.
I wasn't dumped, she just wasn't taking my phone calls or seeing me. Ever.
Oh,
what's it to you anyway?
Oh, buddy.
Mr. Butts, what you describe is generally what we mean by dumped. In fact, she had completely abandoned you and was seeing other men.
Oh.
She had just returned from overseas with one of them the day before the murder. What do you mean, one of them? Lies, all of it, lies! I don't believe a word of it. Your Honor, the victim's passport. Oh, wait.
It's gotta say,
yeah. According to this, she was in Paris until the day before she died. Remember that.
Okay. 7:30, the day before the murder. Okay. Appears to have returned the day before the murder.
Dude, no way. The victim was a model, but she did not have a large income.
Broke bitch.
It appears she had several sugar daddies.
Oh my god!
Daddies? Sugar? Yes, older men who gave her money and gifts. She took their money and used it to support her lifestyle. Dude. We can clearly see what kind of woman Miss Stone was.
Hey, don't fucking slut shame. A bitch is getting the bag, and good for her, honestly.
Well, she can't anymore because she got bludgeoned to death. She's dead.
See, big ballers hate to see a girl boss win.
So tell me, Mr. Butts, what do you think of her now? Right? I don't think you want him to answer that question.
Yeah, Larry has a way of running his mouth in all the wrong directions. I should stop him from answering. My client had no idea the victim was seeing other men. That question is irrelevant to this case.
Oof. Dude, Nick, what do you mean irrelevant? That cheating she-dog? I'm gonna die. I'm just gonna drop dead. Yeah, when I meet her in the afterlife, I'm gonna get to the bottom of this.
Let's continue with the trial, shall we?
I believe the accused motive is clear to everyone.
God damn it, Larry. Yes, quite. Oh boy, this is not looking good.
Next question. You went to the victim's apartment on the day of the murder, did you not? Well, did you or did you not? Well, maybe I did and maybe I didn't.
Uh-oh, he went. What do I do? I mean, in this one you want him to answer honestly, don't you?
I'm gonna let you make the choices.
Yeah,
you haven't had this first trial. I don't think has any penalties.
Okay, yeah,
you,
I
so.
think I want him to, because if he lies, it's gonna look bad. Because he definitely went.
It's also perjury.
Yeah, that's perjury. He'll like they fucking give a shit about perjury, but like
they do a little bit.
But yeah, so you'd want him to actually just answer it. I know, I'll send him a signal. Tell the truth.
Yeah, I was there, I went.
Order! Well, Mr. Bats.
Dude, chill. She wasn't home, man, so I, like, didn't see her. Oh, yeah. Your Honor, the defendant is lying.
Lying?
The prosecution would like to call a witness who can prove Mr. Butts is lying.
Well, that simplifies matters. Who's your witness?
The man who found the victim's body, there before making the gruesome discovery. He saw the defendant fleeing the scene of the crime. I'll have you know that, especially 2 and 3, they're really dumb. Well, no, the third game's is not dumb with it, but like the second game, like, is really dumb with trying to give you tutorial cases. Like, he gets fucking amnesia.
Good God. Mr. Payne, the prosecution may call it a witness.
Yes, Your Honor.
This is bad.
On the day of the murder, my witness was selling newspapers at the victim's building. Please bring Mr. Frank Sawitz to the stand.
It's gonna be a lot of this, huh?
Yeah, you thought Crafty's puns were bad.
Oh God. Now I know where he gets it from.
I don't think Crafty's ever played an Ace Attorney. Mr. Sawitz, please tell us who you sell newspaper subscriptions. Is this correct?
Oh yes, newspapers, yes. Mr. Sawitz, you may proceed with your testimony. Please tell us the court what you saw on the day of the murder. Witness account. Witness testimony. Well, I was going door to door selling subscriptions when I saw a man fleeing in an apartment. I thought he must be in a hurry because he left the door half open behind him. Thinking it's strange, I looked inside the apartment. Then I saw a lion there. A woman. Not moving. Dead. I quailed in fright and found myself unable to go inside. I thought to call the police immediately. However, the phone in her apartment wasn't working. I went to a nearby park and found a public phone. I remember the time exactly. It was 1 p.m. Man who ran was, without a doubt, the defendant sitting right over there. Larry, why didn't you tell the truth? I can't defend you against a testimony like that. Incidentally, why wasn't the phone in the victim's apartment working?
Your Honor, at the time of the murder, there was a blackout in the building.
Aren't phones supposed to work? Oh, this is the wrong voice. Aren't phones supposed to work during a blackout?
Yes, Your Honor. However, some cordless phones do not function normally. The phone that Mr. Sawitz used was one of those. Your Honor, I have a record of the blackout for your perusal. Perusal. I said it wrong. My name is Max Payne.
Yes, Your Honor. You may begin your cross-examination. Cross-examination, Your Honor.
Well, check the court record. You gotta look at the affidavit.
Okay.
From noon to 6 p.m. on the day of the crime.
Noon to 6 p.m. Okay.
All right. This is it. The real deal.
It's attorney time. What exactly am I supposed to do?
Why, you exposed the lies in the testimony the witness just gave.
Lies? He was lying?!
Your client is innocent, right? Then that witness must have lied in his testimony. Or is your client really guilty?
Oh! Well, how do I prove he's not?
You hold the key. It's in the evidence. Compare the witness's testimony to the evidence at hand. There's bound to be a contradiction in there. First, find contradictions between the court record and the witness testimony. Then, once you've found the contradicting evidence, present it and rub it in the witness's face.
Okay.
Open the court record and point out the contradictions in the testimony.
Okay.
Oh, you do have penalties now. So you can press, and you want to press everything to get more information with Q.
Is a man leaving an apartment a common sight? I find it odd you'd take notice of him. I don't know, he just seemed strange to me, that's all. Like he was mad and yet frightened at the same time. Just like a criminal fleeing the scene of a crime. Defense requests witness refrain from conjecture.
Of course, what the witness means is that the man he saw looks suspicious. So what happened next?
Half open, you say? Yeah, the door was open halfway, yeah. I watched for a moment, but no one came to close the door. That's odd in a big city like this, I thought.
I see, and what happened next?
Think it's strange, I looked inside the apartment. What gave you the idea to do that? Oh, it's half open, you see. Is it an only human to want to peek? You climb mountains because they're there. It's the same thing, it's not.
True words have never been spoken. Anyone would look inside.
You some kind of freak? You some kind of fucking pervert?
Are you a nosy bitch?
Why did Payne cut him off so quickly?
So you looked into the apartment. What happened then?
And I saw lying there, a woman, not moving, dead.
No,
oh,
go back.
Fuck.
You can go back.
Okay. You sure she was dead? Well, no, I guess I wasn't. But she wasn't moving at all, and there was blood everywhere. I guess that would look fatal to anyone. Very well, what happened next? So, you didn't touch anything in the apartment? Yeah, I mean, no, nothing. Okay, what happened next? You thought to call the police. Does that mean you didn't actually call them?
Please, listen to the rest of the testimony. You thought to call the police. What happened next?
Okay, he cut him off there. Phone in her apartment wasn't working. Phone in her apartment wasn't working. Yes, I mean, no, it wasn't, right. You said you didn't go into the apartment. Or did you? Oh, that, I can explain that. There was a cordless phone on the shelf in the entryway. Reached aside, tried using that to call.
And that phone wasn't working, correct?
To nearby park, found a public phone. Well, use a public phone. Well, you see, I don't have a cell phone. Being in the middle of the afternoon, there was no answer at the nearby apartments. Alright, what time did you call again? Time exactly, it was 1 p.m. 1 p.m., are you certain? Yes, absolutely. He seems really confident.
1 p.m.? Right. Doesn't that seem strange to you? Present some evidence to contradict him.
Okay. Noon to 6.
So... time of death?
Death 4 to 5 p.m.
4 to 5.
Okay.
So, present?
I did it!
You did it. Your first objection.
You found the body at 1 p.m., you're sure? Yes, it was 1 p.m. for certain. Frankly, I find that hard to believe. Your statement directly contradicts the autopsy report. The autopsy notes the time of death at some time after 4 p.m. There was no body to find at 1 p.m. How do you explain this 3-hour gap? Huh? Oh, that,
This is trivial. The witnesses merely forgot the time. Sorry, I'm looking up to try and figure out when the first game takes place.
After his testimony, I find this hard to believe. Mr. Sawit, why were you so certain you found the body at 1 p.m.?
Gee, that's a really good question.
Great job, Wright. Way to put him on the spot. That's all you have to do. Point out the contradictions. Lies always beget more lies. See through one, and their whole story falls apart.
Wait! I remember now! Would you care to give your testimony again?
Alright, time of discovery. You see, when I found the body, I heard the time. There's a voice saying the time. It's probably coming from the television. But it was 3 hours off, wasn't it? I guess the victim must have been watching a videotaped program. That's why I thought it was 1 p.m. Terribly sorry about the misunderstanding. That's not possible!
No, it's not. I would just like to let you know that the first Ace Attorney game takes place,
Cross-examine the witness.
2016 to 2017.
Nice.
So this takes place in 2016 right now.
I've got this one.
Now, sometimes you gotta be a little... Sometimes it wants you to be specific.
Okay. See, when I found the body, I heard the time. There was a voice saying the time. It was probably coming from the television.
Look through all of the statements again, just to be doubly sure.
It was 3 hours off, wasn't it? I guess the victim must have been watching a video of a taped program. I think that's the spot. That's why I thought it was 1 p.m. Yeah, I think it's this. I think it's the victim must have been watching a video of a taped program because she couldn't have been watching it at the time. There was a blackout. Hold it right there. Prosecution has said that there was a blackout at the time of the discovery. And this record proves it. Yes!
Nice.
You couldn't have heard a television or a video. Ah!
I think in that case there were 2 correct answers.
The defense has a point. You have an explanation for this, Mr. Solid? No, I find it quite puzzling myself, quite. He has a toupee. Wait, I remember now. Mr. Solid, the court would prefer to hear an accurate testimony from the very beginning. Constant corrections are harming your credibility. That and you seem rather distraught. My apologies, Your Honor. It must have been the shock of finding the body. Well, Mr. Solid, let's hear your testimony once more, please. Hearing the time. Actually, I didn't hear the time. I saw it. There's a table clock in the apartment, wasn't there? Yeah, the murder weapon. The killer used it to— No! That must have been what I saw. Wrong!
You want to know a fun fact about the Wii version of the original game? Because it has a Wiimote, you throw your arm out to do the objection.
Yeah! That's so funny! No, I know this one! Didn't hear the time I saw it. There was a table clock in the apartment, wasn't there? Yeah, the murder weapon! Wrong!
The Thinker.
The Thinker was the murder weapon. Wait just a moment. The murder weapon wasn't a clock. It was this statue. Now, how is this supposed to be a clock? Oh!
Yeah, baby!
Fucking Ace Attorney music bobs.
It's so good. I love it so much.
You with your objections and your evidence, who do you think you are? Just answer the question, Mr. Sawit. Hey, I saw it in there, okay? That's a clock!
Your Honor, if I may. Yeah. As the witness stated, this statue is indeed a clock. The neck is a switch. You just tilt it and it says the time out loud. As it doesn't look like a clock, I submitted it as a statue. My apologies.
I see. So the murder weapon was a table clock after all. Well, Mr. Wright, it appears that the witness's testimony was correct. This is a clock. You have any problems with his testimony now?
Yes.
Yes! Your Honor, there's a gaping hole in the witness's testimony. The only way he could have known the weapon was a clock is to hold it in his hands. Yet the witness testified that he never entered the apartment. Clearly a contradiction. Indeed. The witness knew it was a clock because he went into the apartment. You're lying! You were inside the apartment on the day of the murder. Oh yeah, prove it. Prove I went in there. I'll do better than that. I can prove you were the one who killed her. You struck her with the clock, and the shock of the blow triggered the clock's voice. That was the sound you heard. Honor in the court. Intriguing. Please continue, Mr. Wright. Yes, Your Honor. Mr. Saw it. The sound must have left quite an impression on you. Understandable, since the murder weapon spoke just as you hit the victim. The voice was burned inside your mind. That's why you were so certain about the time.
What's the meaning of this? This is all baseless conjecture. It is kind of wild Phoenix just jumps to, you're the one that murdered him, but you know.
Baseless. Just look at the witness's face. Yeah. Would the witness care to elaborate? Did you strike the victim with the clock? That day, I never. Look, the clock, I saw. Yeah!
The first of many things thrown at Phoenix.
Shut up, I hate you! It was him, I tell you, I saw him! He killed her, and he should burn! Give him death! Why do you just throw his toupee at me? Order in the court, I say!
Your Honor, a moment, please. There isn't a shred of evidence supporting the defense's claims.
Mr. Wright, Your Honor, you claim the sound of the witness hand came from the clock. Do you have any evidence? Whole case is riding on this. I better think it through carefully. Your Honor, the sound Mr. Sawwood heard was definitely this clock. A fact which is clear if you simply...
What would be the easiest way to test if you could hear the clock?
Oh, try sounding it, right?
Yeah.
Let's sound the clock now, here in this court. Your Honor, may I have the clock? I ask the court to listen very carefully. That certainly is a strange way to announce the time. Well, he is the thinker, after all. So we've heard the clock. What are your conclusions, Mr. Wright? Mr. Payne, can you tell me what time it is right now?
11:25.
As you can see, this clock is exactly 3 hours slow. Precisely the discrepancy between what Mr. Sawit saw and the actual time of death. So, Mr. Sawit, try to talk your way out of this one. You forgot one thing! Oh, what's he talking about now? Well, it may seem like the clock is running 3 hours slow. It proves nothing. How do you know it was running 3 hours slow on the day of the murder? If you can't prove that, you don't have a case. He's right. How am I gonna prove that? Damn it. Oh, he's so close. Mr. Wright, it seems you lack the critical evidence to support your claim. Yes, Your Honor. This means I cannot let you indict the witness. Unfortunately, this ends the cross-examination of Mr. Frank Sawit. I come all the way down here to testify, and look what happens. You treat me like a criminal! A criminal! You lawyers are all slime! I almost had him. Sorry, Larry. I failed you. There's nothing I can do about it now.
Not so fast, Mr. Sawit.
Mia? Chief?
Listen up, Wright. Don't throw this one away. Not like this. Think.
But Chief, it's over! I can't prove the clock was slow the day of the murder! Nobody can prove that!
Well, yes. But that doesn't mean you can't still win. Try thinking outside the box. Don't waste time doubting the facts. Assume the clock was 3 hours slow and think through it. Ask yourself, why was the clock 3 hours slow? Figure out the reason, and you'll have your proof. Right? Can you think of a reason as why the clock would be 3 hours slow? You can look at your court record.
Yeah, hang on. It's heavy? Does that have something to do with it?
No.
Oh, because she just gotten home?
Yeah.
Yeah! Okay, got it, yes! Wait! Maybe I can prove it!
You must have some evidence somewhere that can prove it, right? Find it and let them have it.
Well, Mr. Wright, you see the clock was already running slow on the day of the murder. Have you found evidence to support this claim? Do I...
It'll give you the prompt.
Oh, okay. Of course! There's a piece of evidence in the court record that can prove my claim beyond a doubt. Ha! Tough words! Let's see you pull this one off. See this evidence that proves why the clock was running slow.
Because it wasn't running 3 hours slow.
Oh.
E. The victim had just returned home from abroad the day before the murder. As we all know, the time difference between here and Paris is 9 hours. When it's 4 p.m. here, it's 1 a.m. the next day there. The clock wasn't 3 hours slow, it was 9 hours fast! The victim hadn't reset her clock since returning home. That's why the time you heard when you struck her dead in the apartment was wrong. Proof enough for you, Mr. Saw It, or should I say, Mr. Did It? So fucking stupid.
You're gonna want to watch this because this is...
Oh!
Yeah.
Order, I say! Well, this case has certainly turned out differently than we all expected. Mr. Payne, your witness?
He was arrested and has been taken away, Your Honor.
Very well. Mr. Wright?
Yes, Your Honor.
I have to say I'm impressed. Don't think I've ever seen someone complete a defense so quickly, and find the true culprit at the same time.
Thank you, Your Honor.
At this point, this is only a formality, but this court finds the defendant, Mr. Larry Butts,
Not
Guilty!
Yeah! Yeah!
Because-
We fucking did it, gang. We did
Yeah.
it, gangers.
I wonder... I'm gonna have to check... Maybe if Silver's the one editing this, he can put it up on screen about... Because I think no matter what, because this game is supposed to take place in California, in the English localization, aka Japanifornia. So I wonder if the time difference between Japan and Paris is still 9 hours? Or if they had to change it.
Yeah, I don't know. Look it up. That's for you, editor. Turns out that Frank Saw It was a common burglar. He posed as a newspaper salesman to check and see when people were out of the house. That day. When Larry went to her apartment, the victim wasn't home. After he left, Mr. Saw It let himself in to do his dirty work. While he was searching her place, the victim returned. Flustered, Mr. Saw It grabbed the nearest blunt object he could find.
Weird he wouldn't grab it by, like, the statue part itself and not just fucking hit her with the base of it, 'cause that's heavier.
It's also a sharper corner, it'd fucking do it.
I suppose.
I still can't believe we won.
Right. Good job in there. Congratulations.
Thanks, Chief. I owe it all to you.
Not at all. Not at all. You fought your own battles in there. It's been a while since I've seen a trial end on such a satisfying note.
I've never seen the Chief looking this happy. If she's this glad, imagine how Larry must feel.
My life is over!
Larry, you're supposed to be happy! What's wrong now?
Aw, Nick. Don't worry about me. I'll be dead and gone soon.
Good! Wait, no, I mean bad! Bad! Larry, you're innocent. The case is closed.
But my Cindy Wendy's gone, man. Gone forever.
Larry, she was a... Never mind.
Congratulations, Harry. Harry? Yes, you. I can practically see the headlines now. Harry Butt's innocent.
Oh, no.
Thanks. I really owe you one. I won't forget this ever. Let's celebrate. Dinner, movie, my treat. Oh, no, I couldn't.
Hey, I was the one who got you off the hook!
Oh, hey! Here, take this. A present. A present? For me? Wait, wasn't this the evidence that... Actually, I made this clock for her. I made one for her and one for me. Really? You made this? Well, thank you. I'll keep it as a memento. Yo, Nick. Can you believe it? I was so into that chick. And she was just playing me for a fool. Does that just make you want to cry?
Larry.
Are you so sure? Excuse me? I think she went through quite a lot. I think she thought quite a lot of you in her own way. Nah, you don't gotta sympathize with me. It's okay. Oh, I'm not just sympathizing, really. Isn't that right, Wright? Don't you have something to show your friend? Something that proves how she felt about him?
Huh? Oh, yeah, right. What the heck is she talking about? My attorney badge! I take it it's the statue, yeah.
She kept it.
Check this out, Larry. Proof positive you weren't just some chump to her.
Uh-huh, what about that clock?
It's the clock you made for her, Larry! She took it with her when she traveled.
Whatever, she probably just needed a clock, that's all.
You think so? It's a pretty heavy clock just to take traveling. I'll make of it what you will.
Hey, Nick. I'm glad I asked you to be my lawyer. Really, I am. Thanks.
Hope that made him feel a little better.
Right? I hope you see the importance of evidence now. Also, hopefully you realize things change depending on how you look at them. People, too. We never really know if our clients are guilty or innocent. All we can do is believe in them. And in order to believe in them, you have to believe in yourself. Take Mia's words to heart.
Okay.
Right? Listen, learn, grow strong. Never let go of what you believe in. Never.
These are really ominous things you're saying to me, Mia. I wonder what that's about.
Well, I think our work here is done. Shall we be off?
Yeah, I guess so.
Hey, say about dinner. On me? We'll drink a toast. To innocent butts.
Yeah!
Oh, speaking of Harry. You were saying part of why you became a lawyer was because of him.
Yeah, a part at least.
You'll have to tell me more about it sometime. Maybe over drinks?
And so, my first trial came to a close. Larry slapped me on the back and said, "Gee, Nick, it's good to have friends." But I'm pretty sure he's not gonna pay us, unless you count the clock he gave Mia. I didn't know it then, but that clock was soon going to be at the center of another incident. And my promise to tell the chief about me and Larry would be one promise that I'd never be able to keep.
Well, I mean,
Oh.
that's technically not true. You can. It's just,
Ominous.
news.
Alright.
You feel good enough to at least start the next one?
Yeah, give me a second.
Take a break, save your data. How do you feel about completing your first case?
It's so fun! I like it a lot!
Now you get to be introduced to investigation sections.
I really like it. This is really cool. I didn't mean to start it immediately. I was gonna end the episode there. Oh no, I fucked up. Oh shit. Yeah, I think that's a good place to
at least stop this episode.
So we'll see you next time for more My Friends Make Me Play.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.